The component Xiaomi 17 Pro Max is a crazy smartphone. While there's nothing that it does that we haven't seen before, the combination of all of its features is pretty mind-blowing. Let us take a look at what it offers and whether it makes sense for you to buy it. Alright, first up, let's talk about what this phone is all about. Xiaomi has gone all out with the hardware. We get the latest and greatest Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chipset paired with up to 16 GB of RAM and up to 1 TB of storage. This is one of the most powerful smartphones out there right now, but more on that later. Now this phone also comes with an amazing display. This is a 6.9-inch LTPO OLED display with a 2K resolution. It looks absolutely stunning with high pixel density, deep blacks, vibrant colors, and really good viewing angles. And the display also has a high peak brightness of around 3500 nits. So this is a really bright display that's easy to see even in direct sunlight. Now the Pro Max also comes with a secondary dynamic back display, or magic back screen, built into the rear camera module. We'll talk about this in more detail later in the video, but basically, it has a small display that can show notifications and other information without having to turn on the main display. Next, let's talk about the cameras. The triple 50-megapixel rear camera setup on the Pro Max is tuned by Leica. You get a main sensor, an ultra-wide, and a periscope telephoto camera with 5x optical zoom. And yes, this is a periscope camera, so you get that extended optical zoom range. On the front, you get a 50-megapixel front camera as well. So across the board, you're getting high-end cameras that should perform really well. And speaking of performance, let's get back to the chipset. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 is currently one of the best chipsets available, and it's been tuned specifically for Xiaomi devices. So you can expect some really good results in terms of speed and performance. The phone is snappy and fluid. Games run smoothly, and there's no lag or stuttering in day-to-day use. And because this is a Xiaomi device, you get some extra features like the second screen, which we'll talk about later. Another standout feature of the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max is its battery. This thing has a huge 7500 mAh battery, which is insane for a phone of this size. It should easily last 2 days on a single charge, and even if you're reusing the phone heavily, you should still be able to get through a full day without needing to charge. And when you do need to charge the phone, you can do it quickly with the included 100W wired charger. The phone also supports 50W wireless charging, and it even supports reverse wireless charging so you can charge other devices off of your phone. That's pretty cool. Moving on to the design. The Xiaomi 17 Pro Max is a big phone, and that's due to its large display. It's not as thick as some other phones out there, but it's definitely not slim either. It weighs around 240 grams, which is noticeable, but it's not super heavy. I think Xiaomi has done a good job with the design, and the phone feels solid in the hand. The camera module sticks out quite a bit, but it does untwobble when you put the phone down. The phone is rated IP684 water and dust resistance, so it should be able to handle a drop in water or some dust. Xiaomi has also used a special glass called Dragon Crystal Glass or Shield Glass, which should make it more resistant to scratches and drops. The rear screen is definitely a unique touch, and it adds to the overall aesthetic of the phone. It's not something that you see every day, and it's sure to turn heads. In terms of software, the phone ships with Xiaomi's new HyperOS 3, based on Android 16. The software is smooth and fluid, and it includes some cool features like Hyper Island, which is Xiaomi's version of Apple's Dynamic Island. There are other AI and rear display powered widgets as well, but they're not available yet. Overall, the phone seems to be well optimized, and there's no lag or stuttering in the software. So those are the key features and specs of the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max. It's definitely a top-of-the-line phone with cutting-edge features and specs. But what are its strengths and weaknesses? Well, first off, let's talk about the things that this phone does really well. First, it's got premium hardware, and that includes the display, the cameras, and the chipset. You're getting a really nice display here, and the cameras are also excellent. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 chipset is currently one of the best, and it is paired with a lot of RAM and storage. So if you're looking for a phone that can handle everything you throw at it, the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max is a good choice. Another strength of this phone is its battery life. The 7500 mAh battery is huge, and it should easily last 2 days on a single charge. Plus, with a 100W wired charger, you can quickly top up the battery when needed. Finally, the phone's design is also a standout feature. The secondary screen is a cool novelty, and it's sure to turn heads. Now let's talk about the things that this phone could do better. One obvious weakness is its size. This phone is huge, and that's due to its large display and battery. If you have small hands, this phone might be a little uncomfortable to hold. Another weakness is the price. This is a flagship phone, and it's packed with the latest and greatest technology, so it's not going to be cheap. But then again, very few top-end phones are. Now, let's get to my favorite part of the video. Who is this phone for? The Xiaomi 17 Pro Max is for power users who want the best of the best. If you're someone who wants the latest and greatest in terms of display, cameras, chipset, and battery life, this phone is for you. It's also a good choice for photographers or content creators who need a versatile camera setup. And if you're someone who likes to tinker with their phone and try out new things like the rear screen, then you'll love this phone. However, if you're not into all that and you just want a phone that works well and looks good, you might want to consider something else. If you don't care about top-end zoom, or you want something more compact, or you're on a tight budget, you might find better options out there. So that's a look at the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max. It's definitely a unique and innovative phone that packs a ton of power, but it's not perfect. I would love to get my hands on this phone and test it out for myself. If you're thinking about picking one up, I say go for it. But if you have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments below. Well folks, that's about it for this review. Thank you for watching, and that's all for this video. If you liked this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. I'll catch you guys in the next one.